Welcome back to the Spy Archive, where history whispers its hidden truths and every shadow tells a story. Tonight, we travel back more than 3,000 years to the golden age of the pharaohs, to a kingdom that believed its ruler was a living god, but even gods can bleed. This is the Harem conspiracy, the assassination of a pharaoh. In the 12th century before Christ, Egypt stood at the edge of greatness and decline. Pharaoh Ramses III, last of the warrior kings, ruled with an iron hand and divine authority. Under his reign, Egypt repelled invaders, built monuments that defied time, and gathered riches from Nubia to the Mediterranean. To his people, he was the protector, the son of Ra made flesh. Inside the royal harem, among silks and perfumes, Queen Tiye, one of Ramses' secondary wives, watched in silence. Her son, Prince Pentuar, was not the chosen heir. The throne was destined for another queen's child. And so, ambition began to fester like poison in the shadows. The queen gathered allies, servants, scribes, magicians, guards, and even high priests. They formed a secret circle, meeting under the guise of religious rituals, but these were not prayers. They were plans to end the life of a god. Messages passed through hidden courtyards, papyrus scrolls written in invisible ink of honey and ashes, orders whispered through the palace corridors, a silent chain of treachery growing stronger every night. Some of the guards were bribed. Others promised power after the king's fall. They created a network, the earliest known intelligence ring in recorded history. And as the conspirators moved in secret, Ramses continued his rule, unaware that death was already at his doorstep. Until one fateful night. It was a festival of the gods, music echoing through the temple halls, priests chanting hymns, torches lighting the walls of the great palace. While the pharaoh prepared for the ceremony, the assassins made their move. They crept through the royal chambers, armed with daggers and spells. The final moments remain uncertain, but forensic scans of Ramses' mummy reveal the truth. His throat was slit with surgical precision. The wound, hidden for centuries beneath bandages, tells us that the living god of Egypt was murdered by his own household. When the deed was done, chaos erupted. The plan failed to secure the throne for Pentuar. The loyal guards captured the traitors, and soon a secret trial began, an extraordinary investigation unlike anything the ancient world had seen. The records of that trial still survive today, written on a fragile papyrus known as the Judicial Papyrus of Turin. It lists every conspirator by name, their rank, their role, and their fate. High officials, women of the harem, soldiers, priests, even magicians, all were questioned. Some were executed. Others were forced to take their own lives, and Prince Pentuar, the son of the queen, was given a choice between public execution or an honorable suicide. He chose the latter. His mummy was found centuries later, twisted, screaming, his mouth wide open in agony, a tragic reminder of how ambition devours even royal blood. The conspiracy marked the beginning of Egypt's slow descent. The divine power of the pharaoh was broken, no longer untouchable, no longer sacred. The idea that the god king could be betrayed by his own wife sent shockwaves through the empire. From that point, Egypt's golden age began to fade, and the whispers of the harem haunted its history forever. And yet, within those whispers, lies something deeper, a glimpse into the oldest intelligence war in human history. networks of spies, coded messages, double agents, and political manipulation that would echo across millennia. It proves that espionage didn't begin in the 20th century. It was born in the palaces of Thebes, in the hearts of queens, and the daggers of their servants. So when you think of modern spycraft, covert operations, assassinations, hidden networks, remember, it all began here, in the land of the pharaohs, when a queen dared to kill a god. This was the Harem conspiracy, the assassination of a pharaoh. You've been watching The Spy Archive, where we uncover the world's oldest secrets, one shadow at a time. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the truth that history tried to bury. Because here, the past still has eyes.